Alright, welcome back everyone to a Transformer figure review. And this is the third and final part of my 3-part mega review on the Prime Wars trilogy figures that I have. And of course in this episode we're going to be taking a look at all of the figures from the Power of the Primes line that I have. And here they are before you. So we'll be taking a look at all of these in this video. So, without further ado, let's just get things started. Okay, so up first on the table, we're going to be looking at the Legends Class Beachcomber, Deluxe Class Jazz, who you might remember from my Jazz video that I did, and the Legends Class Bombshell, I believe that's the name. So here they are in their respective alternative modes. We'll take a look here at each of them individually, of course. So here's Beachcomber in his little beach buggy mode. Very nice, very simple, as it should be. Here is Jazz. Of course, this doesn't hold a candle to the Studio Series 86 Jazz, if you ask me. But it does a decent job, even though it has got combiner problem. And of course, here is... This guy's a little tricky to hold. Here is Bombshell in his insect mode. I don't remember what kind of insect he is, but he is an insect. So yeah, that is all three of them in their alternative modes. So let's get them all transformed and take a look at them in their robot modes. Alright, so here we are, and there they are in their robot modes. They're all pretty simple transformation wise. I will say his is a little tricky. Not really tricky. It's just because you have all these things, mandibles and things getting in the way. So, well, let's just take a look here at everybody individually. Drawing up Beachcomber here. Coming up to Jazz, who, like I said, is not a bad representation of Jazz. I just like the Studio Series 86 one a bit better. And of course, coming up Bombshell here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for their robot mode. So let's take a look at each one of their articulation. Alright, so starting with Beachcomber here. His head does not move at all. The arms can come up to here. The arms can then go all the way around, with the elbow going to there. Nothing at the hands. There's no, I mean, it can kind of move, but that's mostly the legs. Anyways, the legs will do the full splits. They can come up to there and bend to pretty far because of the transformation joint, but he has pretty good articulation for a little guy. And we come to our Deluxe Jazz here. The head will move down, mostly, not really up. The arms can come up to here, actually. They can go all the way around, and we get that much at the elbow. There's a bit of a waist swivel. It's kind of hard to get to though. The legs can move out to about there. Of course, mine leg is, yeah. Legs will go up to there, and knee bend to there. So again, not bad, but kind of limited. And of course we come to Bombshell here. The head can move side to side if you can get your fingers in there, because this all blocks his head off pretty well. The arms can come up to right about there, because then again all this shit's hitting that shit. There's no rotation at the chest. Legs can do a full splits. Can come up to there and out to there. Oh, I forgot the arms can elbow bend to there. So not too shabby, but again, he's got a lot of crap in the way that really prevents anything. So yeah, that's it for this portion on the Legends Class Beachcomber, Legends Class Bombshell, and Deluxe Class Jazz. So now let's move on to the next one. Alright, and this is our basically last stop on our trip with Power of the Primes, at least the ones that I have. And so yes, this is our Dinobots. As you can see, we have Slag, there's Sludge, Slug, Swoop, I forget what the little one's called, and Grimlock. So let's get a good look at them individually here. This is, I believe it's Slug. It's the one that got the name changed because of not being offensive to British people or whatever, or yeah. But it's a nice dino mode. I'm really horrible with names, so that's why I just don't remember things. You're not gonna be like Stegosaurus bot, woohoo! I don't think that was accurate, but you get the point. Grimlock here is kind of sad, unfortunately. Yeah. This is right now the only Dinobot team that I have. I thought about going in on the Studio Series ones, but then I'm just like, they're all going to be leader class, which sure, they deserve to be leader class, but I don't have room for 5 leader class, or it's going to be 3. I think it's going to only be 3 since it's Studio Series 86. Or 4. You get the point, though. There's our little raptor here. The female one. Not that it matters in terms of how the bot looks. That's why I don't really like female Transformers, because it either doesn't matter, or if you look at like Elita 1 and the like, it's just like the overtly stereotyped female look, you know, like the legs are thin, the thighs are thick, you know, they have the hourglass body shape, and I'm like, that's just unrealistic. Anyway, here is Swoop. Swoop is a nice dino. So now we're gonna get our Dinobots here all transformed up and see how cool they look in their robot mode. Alright, and here we have our Dinobots all transformed up. For what they are, they look pretty good, you know? It's a cheap, well, it was a cheap Dinobot set to get. Now, let me just tell you now, I'm not doing Volcanicus mode, because again, I'd have to look for all the limb pieces and blah 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 blah, and I'm not doing that. And I don't remember how to put them all into their combined mode, so. Let's take a look here at the Grimlock from bottom up. Looks pretty nice there. You look at this guy. This guy was actually a bit of a pain in the butt while I was transforming him. One of the pieces on the back of his leg came off and just wouldn't go back on. Take a look at this guy. Not bad looking. Take a look at our little gal here, excuse me. She looks good, but again, it doesn't really give a feminine vibe to me, so it's kind of stupid that they're like, it's a girl bot. Like, who cares what it is? It's a robot. Why do robots have to have gender? Take a look at this one. And then, let me bring in Swoop. Let's bring in Swoop here. We can take a quick look at him as well. So yeah. A pretty darn good set of Dinobots. Of course, the Studio Series 86 ones will look better, since they are, in fact, all leader class. So, now let's take a quick look at our articulation of our Dinobots. Okay, so starting with this dude. The head, obviously, can't really move, because it's really far back in there. The horns can move if you really want them to. The arms will come all the way out. They will come all the way around. You get that much elbow bend and nothing at the hand. You do have a waist swivel. The legs can come up to about there. They'll come up to there, and knee bend to there. Alright, so next we'll do this guy here. His head will move up a little bit, down a little bit, all the way around. The arms can come up to about there, since they will hit on the back stuff. They will not go all the way around. They will stop about there. And the elbow, we can get about that. Don't move there, please. Thank you. That much bend. As for the legs, they will go out to about there. You can go up to about there. And knee bend is basically non-existent because you're going to hit all that shit on your back. So, not exactly the best articulation. And this guy also stands so weirdly. Coming next to Swoop, his head can move very slightly. Can go that far that way and that far that way. The wings, of course, can be moved up. You know, if you want them to, you can move them up to about there on those hinges, and you can have them to there. Of course, the wing tips can move in all sorts of directions. About there and about there, so you can kind of configure the wings in any combination you want. They even move outward if you need them to. A lot of playability in the joints there. The arms will come all the way out. We'll go about to there before they hit the wings, and the elbow bend there. Nothing at the hands. The waist can rotate if you unlock the head, but you're not going to get that with the head locked in there. Then the legs will come out to about there. And then the legs will come up to there. And knee bend to there. That moves based on the transformation joints of the foot. Next up is going to be this guy. His head will not move up and down at all. It'll go around to there and to there. The arms can move up to here. They can go around to about there before they hit the back. And we can elbow bend to there. Nothing at the hand. There is a waist rotation. The legs will go out to there, and then the legs will go up to there, and knees will bend to there. So again, you're hitting all that stuff. So really, not that great. Then we come to the little gal here. Little gal's head can go side to side just a bit. Well, you can get pretty good side to side. Nothing up or down though. The arms will come out to there. Pretty good. They will move all the way around. If you move them past those, we'll wrap your arms there. And the arms will bend at the elbow to there. And there's no rotation at the waist. The legs can come all the way out, so you can get the full splits on her. The leg will come up to there, and will knee bend to there. And the foot moves for the transformation. So pretty standard fare, I would say, Legends class articulation there. And finally we come to the king himself, Grimlock. His head will move up and down a little bit. Can go to there, side to sidewise. Not the best. Move these. The arms will come up to there. Not too bad. The arms will ratchet. You can get it all the way around if you move it past that. And then we do get a double jointed elbow, I think. Yes. You can get a pretty decent elbow bend there. Which I would not be surprised because of the combination. The waist does swivel, which more is for the combination. Freeze out the legs, will ratchet all the way. I think you could actually go one. You can go a few more. Legs can go pretty far out. And then the legs can come up to there. And knee bend tightly to there. So yes, that is it for the Power of the Primes Dinobots. It's a good set if you want this, especially if you want Volcanicus. This is the only Volcanicus set, unless third party's done something. which I don't pay attention enough to third party to know that, so it's the only official Hasbro Volcanicus set. So yeah, that's it, and that's actually it for my mega review on my Power of the Primes figures. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.